Yes?
Come on in. Take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone up.
For crying out loud, what is it now? Ah, damn. You're not my drinking buddy. Drinking away my troubles, friend. You? Who are you? Her wife? Can a man scope out the goods without having somebody jump down his throat? You know what? There is. But I ain't talking. Unless you buy me some Blackbriar mead. Haha! That's the good stuff. Yeah. So, here's the thing. I was so interested in the blue-haired freak because their kind had crossed paths with my old family. Ever heard of the Dark Brotherhood? I used to be with them before they kicked me out. Me and my buddies were all blamed for botching those strings of missions a while back. Don't know if you've ever heard of them Ashen women with a tendency to stick their fingers into our business. Every single damn mission. They showed up. Stole our kill, go, whatever. And we were all freshly inducted into the Brotherhood. Poor sobs who barely killed a couple of mercs before we started going after the big contracts. All of us were kicked out for such pathetic attempts at fulfilling our duties. They didn't believe a word we said. Can you believe it? The hottest women this side of Tamriel beat us to the punch. Oh, don't go telling that story around the taverns. Yep, but I don't have to tell you that. You know her. So you two an item or what? Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Listen here. I want some serious payback against those bitches. Just say the word and me and my buddies will follow you to the ends of the world to take them out. Mother always said to go out with a bang. I'd die happy if I got to sink my sword into at least one of them for getting me kicked out of the family. Whatever you say, but if you change your mind, you know where to find me. Just ask for Dimitri. I can get my entire crew ready within days. Remember, friend, when the entire world seems to have turned against you, you are not alone. Hey, barkeeper, another drink. I'm dying of thirst over here.
We need to do something about these vampire attacks.
I work for the Wind Creek Inn. We should head on inside.
Did you figure out why he was so curious? Okay, that's what I thought. Assuming he's not lying, I doubt he has any affiliations with the Heroes or Purity. We should get going. The way back will be a lot more eventful, with a possible ambush. Remember to stay alert.
Let's hit the road. Keep your eyes peeled for shady characters.
Yes?
Commander? Yes. I take it you're going to ask about Misha. They must. The consequences would be enormous if they found out you were her killer, and I obliged. It was years ago, when I was still in training. My performance caught the attention of Freya. She offered to become my personal instructor. I'd heard rumors of her rigorous training exercises from my sisters. None were detailed enough to give me an idea of what to expect. I accepted. It wasn't long before I met her other students. Our Adarum, Elda, Misha. There were others. Many perished at Pasarath. But these three were the ones that I grew closest to. Our lessons were very basic to begin with, but they evolved to become more complex and demanding. When we were finally given missions, Freya's true colors were shown. She tortured our targets, made them suffer needlessly to get information we could have easily gotten without violence. It wasn't long before she ordered us to do the same. I refused. In return, I was mocked by the same students that I had learned to call sisters. I was called weak and pathetic, unworthy. All except Misha. She was the one person who stayed silent, and the only one who provided comfort. I chose to stay, even as the insults and punishment for disobeying orders grew more severe. One day, Freya took us to Winterhold for what was supposed to be a routine training exercise. Disgusting acts upon one another. That's all you have to know. More determined than ever, I stood my ground. Freya's tolerance finally broke. She grabbed me by the neck and threw me to the ground. A barrage of punches and kicks followed. All she could do was laugh hysterically. I almost lost consciousness. When it was finally over, I got up to face Freya. She grinned. Before I could decide whether I was willing to sacrifice my life to kill this woman, I heard a whisper behind me. Lilith, you're a disgrace. I should have known. Misha had eventually reduced her contact with me until it became non-existent. That sentence confirmed everything. She was no longer a friend. She had become another casualty of Freya's teachings. So I turned around and set out to end her life. I got on top of her and gouged out her eyes. Screams. Freya started laughing. I stopped and realized what I was doing. I was in shock. Freya congratulated me for finally fulfilling the very first order she had given all of us. Torture another being. Misha's screams had alerted the guards. We had no choice but to abandon her. It was several weeks before she showed up at the palace. She had escaped from jail and made her trek by foot, blind, bloody, and naked. Freya was elated to see her student again. All I could feel was shame. I left Freya's group and returned to resume my original training. I haven't spoken to Misha since. You're right. Thanks to you, her suffering is at an end. I could have left Serenity Silence after the incident, but I didn't. Even though I disagreed with everything Freya put me through. I chose to stay. It would have been selfish of me otherwise. Our order was born out of man's hope to save his family, and to destroy the evil that was infecting the world. How could I abandon a cause like that? I showed you at Winterhold why we choose to fight. Our methods might not be the same, but we are all sisters, fighting for something we can believe in. But you, what are you fighting for? Are you doing this by your own will? What do you have to gain if we win? Survival. I understand. And when there is nothing left to fight, what do you plan on doing with the rest of your life? You have no reason to worry. Your future will come to you. I don't know. Marcus promised us that we would all be free when purity was removed from the world. That all sirens would be welcome to live in Jonesstead, where we could live out the rest of our lives in peace. But he's dead. Matari has never spoken to us of the future, and none of us have really cared. She's like a mother to some of us. Her presence gives some of us hope that everything will be alright, no matter the outcome. Disbanding Serenity Sirens after the war was Marcus's plan, with Matari. I think she wants to keep the order intact, so we can all be together. Did I? Sorry, I misspoke. The truth is, I'm just as curious about our fate as you are. Understood. You should get some rest before we make our way to Checkpoint 4. Pa Sosilumara. Peace be with you, sister.
Need something? Yes?
Ugh, my head. What happened? The ride back is going to be terrible for me. Let's go, all right.
A trap. Come, but keep your weapon drawn. Let him make no sudden movements.
Oh, kind young lass, have mercy on a pitiful man.
Keep your hands where we can see them.
What reason would I have to harm such noble souls?
Are you really expecting us to fall for your charade purity?
No, I expect you to fall for this.
Report.
I killed this guy right when he was about to slap Talia. Nice invisibility spell. Too bad his road straight off a boot. You just have to know what to look for. Aren't you glad you brought me along?
Thanks, Sammy. I owe you one.
Don't mention it.
Good work. All of you. Alare, are you fine?
Fine.
Looks like the hero is safe too. We're lucky his comrades didn't release him in the midst of the battle.
Lilith, I've got presents. I found this note on his body. They've been taking out the checkpoints. They knew our route.
There's only one way to find out if they've succeeded. We'll be passing by checkpoint 4 on the way back to the palace. We can confirm whether this man's reports are true, judging by what we find. Either way, we need to leave immediately. Alert Trisha. Mount up, everyone.
Why do you bother bringing me? I'll die before I talk.
We won't allow that to happen.
I know your method, Siren. The lunatic back at your camp wasn't shy about torture.
A splinter group of the Order. You won't have to worry about them, as long as I'm by your side.
It won't take long before you lose control, Lilith. Wait! You must know what we are fighting for. We're not fighting for purity or their cause. We fight because we know our enemies, unlike you.
Is this a joke?
Let him speak.
All of you are slaves! Can't you see where your superiors are taking you? They promise you freedom, but they will keep you tied down to their cause. You're better than that! Rise above them. Fight for your freedom, to be outside of this prison you call your home. We are not a means to an end for any ideal. Join the heroes and your lives will be spared. Together, we can all defeat the evil that's spreading across the land and bring justice to our world. Together,
So
we
says the
can all
mercenary
defeat
man.
the evil that's spreading across the
only
land
way
and bring
to
justice
survive in this
to
world
our world is to fight for the cause that will let you live long enough to fight for your own. This is my end, and I owe it all to you. Your name would have lived on for eternity. The heroes turn away no man or woman willing to have their legacy imprinted on history. Do you remember the heroes that have come before? Hardly anyone does. Utter the name Nirn, and you will likely get blank stares. May you suffer the same. It's him. I can't believe it. One of the most detested names in the heroes, and the sole reason why we exist. How appropriate that I die here.
Here, take that, you fiend.
Freya!
Easy there, saber kitten. Haven't you heard? We don't take prisoners.
We needed him alive!
Oh no. What are you going to do?
Forget it. We need to speak with Trisha immediately.
Oh, about the attacks. Go on ahead. I need to clean up the mess this guy made. How typical. Come to give me a scolding? Was he any good to us alive? Besides, I'm not in the mood for interrogations right now. Maybe next mission. Speaking of missions, how was yours? Did you get to meet my friend? That's right, you met her. They're not telling me anything. I hope she wasn't killed. It would be such a shame after everything she's gone through.
It's bad. So please tell me you have some good news.
The reports. They're regrouping to defend Pazarath.
They never planned to continue roadside attacks, with or without the commander in our ranks. They're taunting us.
How are the other teams doing? The ones dispatched right after us.
Fine, as far as we know. Nothing as bad as what I heard your team faced. Any news on Checkpoint 4?
Completely demolished. Their bodies were already ash when we passed by.
So that's it then. All we have left in the east is Checkpoint 2. The ambush. Can you describe their armament?
12 standard heroes of Nirn. 1 purity assassin. He used shock explosives.
The shock explosives are classic purity. Too classic. They're keeping their latest advancements a secret until they need them the most.
Yeah, let's cut to the chase. Is Musha alive?
I'm sorry. She didn't make it. The scouts reported that a purity assassin killed her before the attack. The commander subdued him.
She's dead? Is this true, Commander? A purity assassin? Or did a certain skiver get her grubby little hands on poor Misha?
It's the truth.
I wasn't talking to you, failure.
Anyway, I heard you brought a prisoner.
About that.
Oh, forgive me, ma'am. I didn't mean to intrude. Everyone, thank you for your service. We lost many women today, but do not lose hope. Every step we take, every piece of knowledge we gain, brings us closer to launching our operation to retake Pazarath. Commander, as ordered by Mistress Matari, here is your payment. 10,000 for completing the mission. 5,000 for the hero of Nirn prisoner, despite his demise. 2,500 for securing the Dark Elf Girl. 3,500 for leaving a teammate behind to defend Checkpoint 2.
That 3,500 is practically for Misha's death.
And as promised, your katana can be picked up from our weaponsmith. All of you dismissed. I'll have your next assignments available very soon. Commander, may I speak to you when you have the chance? Well, all in all, you did good. Now that we know what they're doing, we can see about intercepting them as they make their way to Pazarath. If we take out one group at a time, it should even the odds for the final attack. I want you to do that. Yes, based on your performance, you're more than capable of handling this mission. I need to send Lilith's team out to recover what's left at the checkpoints you visited in the meantime.
Wait. The commander isn't doing this alone. The Dark Elf is going with her.
Alaray? Is there any reason why?
Just do it, Nord.
Yes, Freya. As you wish. Never mind then. Alaray will be joining you. Resignation? I did not expect her to be that affected by recent events, but it is understandable. I wish I could accept it now, but Freya has ordered that she join you on your mission. Perhaps after you've returned, she can be relieved from her duties. I do not have the authority to make that decision. She has to go with you, even if it makes your job much more difficult. You'll find her outside in the grotto. Allow me to explain your mission, then I'll let you go. You're going to Nightgate Inn. Small place, not too far west from Checkpoint 2 and Fort Castoff. If these reports are correct, you should be able to drop in right when a convoy of heroes will be passing through the area. Whatever you have to do, take those heroes out silently, dress up in their gear, and merge with the next group that comes by. Come up with a believable story about what happened to the rest of your team, and they should let you in their ranks. Eventually, you'll come to a chasm northwest of Snowvale Sanctum, where the heroes must pass through to board their boats destined for Pazarath. I want you and Alaray to wipe out the heroes there, hide their bodies, and do the same to the next few groups. Once you've done enough damage, or can't handle anymore, return to the palace. Understood? Ah, yes, I almost forgot. Ms. Pinder is outside, training in the grotto with Kalisa. We've gone through all the necessary evaluations, and she has been given medium armor. Kalisa can inform you about Kasha's current progress. She has been assigned as her personal instructor and evaluator for the duration of her hastened training. That should be all. Good luck.
Poor Alarai. Will she ever learn to brush herself off? Guess you'll be the first to find out. For once, nothing. Nothing at all. Look at it this way. She has to learn to be brave to live in this world. The best way to do that is to send her out on a simple mission. You might be doing all the work, but hey, that will make her feel guilty, and then she'll have to fight. My? She told you? Lilith.
Watch my movements. Deduce where my katana will strike.
But how? You're moving too fast.
Concentrate on our duel and not on the commander. Then you will know. Don't mind us. Focus on your mission. I will train you to be an outstanding warrior.
Hey! I was really worried about you after we got news of the attacks on the checkpoints. I guess that means they're going to send you out to do more work, huh? Thanks. I'm doing fine, I guess. I got used to moving around in this armor, but I'm having a bit of trouble using my sword. I always thought that all you had to do was swing. I never thought about blocking. Could you? That might help. If Kalisa is fine with that.
Of course. As long as it doesn't interfere with the commander's current mission, then I don't see any harm. It may be what you need, Miss Pinder. You know the commander better than you know me. It may ease your tension. I'll be by the stairs if you need me.
Okay. So what combat form should I practice? Maybe I should switch weapons and try something lighter? Blocking? Sure, but you do have a shield or sword, right? I don't want to hurt you or anything. If you say so. Now get your stuff together and let me know when you're ready. I won't go easy on you. Are you ready? Defend yourself. Done. Hope you were impressed. I get the idea. Dodge, dodge, block, strike. Good. Just a little more practice to get better. You should get back to your mission. Training with me would get really boring. Really fast. Remember to take care of yourself as always. Oh, by the way, I asked them to give me some time off so I can get back to cleaning your houses. I'll let you know what they say.
Commander, I can already sense that you have bad news. They didn't accept, did they? Then maybe there is still a chance that someone else will allow me to leave, so I can go where I truly belong, the College of Winterhold. I heard you're a student there. Do you think they would accept me? I'm glad. That makes me feel more hopeful that I'll find a new life there, better than the one I had here. Oh, sorry. It's a scroll that teleports the reader back to the palace. I figured that after the ambush, it might be useful to have something like this with us, in case it happens again. Speaking of which, what's our mission? How convenient. This scroll might be seeing some use sooner than I thought. I'm right behind you, Commander. Let's make my final mission one to remember.
Make it quick.
You want to talk to me after everything you've done?
Absolutely no time to deal with lowlifes these days. Go away.
Need something? Farewell. I'm on my way to Solitude to join the Legion. A united empire is better for everyone.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. Think I got a clean mug around here somewhere. Yeah?
Yeah, what do you want? Save your money, citizen. We already have a mission. Just waiting for the rest of my team to show up. You're awfully nosy for someone just looking to hire. Maybe you should walk away right now.
Somebody help!
What a waste.
Yes? Yeah?
You want something from me? Mm-hmm.
You're dead!
Is that magic? Careful, please.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, warm beds.
Yeah?
Ready? We should make our way outside before the others pass through. I pray that they don't come inside and see the bodies. We should sheathe the ebony swords that they were carrying. One oddity is all it will take for them to become suspicious.
What do you want, drinker?
There you are. Thought we'd have to drag you out. So, what team are you from? What was that? Speak up. It's the Siren.
At your best? I was expecting that. So you kill.
That away from me.